Hey everybody, how we doing today? My name's Robert McDougall and this is Medicare 101 with Robert. We're here to talk about boring old insurance. I know it gets old, but you press play, so I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so today what we're going to go over is the difference between a Medicare supplement and a Medicare Advantage plan, because a lot of people get them very mixed up. So we're going to dive into that, so get ready, grab your scuba gear, and let's go. Thanks for joining me again. My name's Robert. First off, Medicare supplements and Medicare Advantage plans are both offered by private companies, okay? So you've got private insurance companies that offer these plans. One difference between a Medicare supplement and a Medicare Advantage plan is going to be that a Medicare supplement plan typically will not include any kind of prescription drug coverage. What it will cover is anything that would fall under Part B, which is your doctors, which might be like some cancer treatment that they do while you're seeing the specialist or something to that nature. But as far as prescription drugs that you would go to a pharmacy to get, you don't have any coverage for that if you have a Medicare supplement. On the flip side, with a Medicare Advantage plan, you can have coverage with that plan. It's kind of a all-in-one inclusive type of deal. Medicare supplements are typically more expensive than a Medicare Advantage plan. When you get into the Medicare Advantage plans, you get into the HMOs. You get into the HMOs, you get into the zero premiums at times. A Medicare supplement is not going to be zero premium. A Medicare supplement is going to have a monthly premium or annual premium or however it is that you would set it up. With Medicare supplements, you do have a network. That network is actually Medicare. So if the doctor accepts original Medicare, then you can go to that doctor and you don't technically have to have a referral or anything like that in order to go see the doctor or see a specialist. So that's really good. Now Medicare Advantage, they have a network, but it's with specific doctors that accept that plan. So think about it like Medicare supplements, any doctor that would accept Medicare could, you could go to that doctor. Because they accept original Medicare, with your supplements just coming in and supplementing the 20%. With a Medicare Advantage plan, however, you can only go to doctors that that private entity has contracts with to go see them. So in other words, you could go see a doctor who accepts Medicare, but maybe they don't accept the private company's plan that you have, which is a Medicare Advantage plan. And in that instance, you either don't have any coverage or you're out of network. Hope that makes sense. So with the Medicare supplement, you do typically have more of a premium, but on the flip side, you do have more coverage in a sense, because it really kind of depends on what supplement you go for. There's a whole array and list. I'm going to make videos that go over those specific supplements individually, so I'm not going to do that here. But basically, if you have a plan that's going to cover everything but maybe your Part B deductible, which is Plan G, your Part B deductible is $183. So if you go to the doctor and you wear out 183 bucks, well then after that, you don't technically have any bills that should come in because your 20% should be covered, assuming Medicare covers it. Now foreign travel is a little different with Medicare supplements. With foreign travel, if they cover it, they typically only cover 80%, and that 80% does have a cap. With a Medicare Advantage plan, when you have a Medicare Advantage plan, one, you want to stay in network. Two, assuming you stay in network, your co-payments are set via your evidence of coverage. Okay, so the last thing that I want to go over with you is that with a Medicare supplement plan and a Medicare Advantage plan, I get a lot of questions of which way someone should go if they're coming into Medicare. So what I mean is if it's their first time coming into Medicare. I'm going to use the example of a 65-year-old who's getting Medicare Part A and Part B. Okay, here's what I say. I say if you are someone who can afford a Medicare supplement, you want peace of mind, and you want to know how much money you're going to spend every month because you're a budgeter and you can afford it, then get a Medicare supplement. If you can do all that and you're extremely unhealthy, I would advise you to get a Medicare supplement when you have what's called open enrollment. So you don't have to answer any health questions, which is wonderful, but that only happens in certain situations. Where I would advise someone to maybe go the Medicare Advantage route is when they, don't go to the doctor a lot. They're not really having any issues. They're not taking very many medications, if any. It all just depends on the person. It just depends on what they want. What is it that they want out of their insurance? Insurance is so, one way or another, it's black and white pretty much. And it just depends on what you want and what your needs are. Okay, so hey, thanks for joining me. And I am signing off. This is Medicare 101 with Robert. You guys have been wonderful. I hope you haven't fallen asleep by now. Deuces.